pace car, and it'll be fire and brimstone in the next lap there, AJ. Always great to watch the sprint cars.
Yeah, absolutely. And Corey McQuillan in the 12 car races with a huge amount of enthusiasm and a wafer-thin budget. So you want to support a sprint car racer, go and see Corey in the pits after. They're always more than happy to welcome on board some more supporters. That front row, the big back, Jacob McIntyre in the 88i, the 12N, Corey McQuillan, green flag flies. It'll be McQuillan leading the way. McIntyre in second. The Sheriff gets up there, tries to hustle and bustle Brennan Crouch across the racetrack. Oh, we got one sideways on, and that's Steve Duff Jr. and one up and over. Alan Chapman making his return to the sprint wars. That's one thing that the tractors don't do on the farm. Oh, it just got messy quickly down there, didn't it? You could see Steve Duff Jr., the handling just disappearing from that car.
Yeah, it all happened so quickly down there. One car just got a little sideways. It slowed the field up. They're all trying to avoid it. Brennan Crouch rode the wheel initially, and Alan Chapman nowhere to go. A very gentle roll in the end, so nothing too serious, let's hope. And with a bit of luck, we'll get a restart on at least one or two of those cars. It looks like the Duffman's cars collapsed that front end, so the 15C of Steve Duff Jr. will be towed to the infield. And Alan Chapman probably can't race with that wing either, so that'll be 2 withdrawals fairly quickly.
Yeah, the top wing will be a roost for the Chooks this week, I would think. A rather expensive roost.
A very expensive roof. About $2,000 a wing these days for the sprint car boys. And it's a real hats off to these guys. Very expensive to race these cars, and they do it for pleasure. There's very little prize money in it, and we love seeing them here at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, Ruapuna Speedway, and they're so committed, most of these teams. Brennan Crouch just got a slow start there. I see Jaden Dodge was trying to make an inside pass on him, and Brennan Crouch good enough to hold out for that straight, but it all happened so quickly on that next corner.
Yeah, let's just see whether the Crouch car, whether he's got a little bit of a vibration or anything in that right rear, because yeah, he struck the Duff car quite a blow there in the 75 machine, just trying to sort of look and see if there's anything moving and shaking around there with the right rear shock absorber and so on. These cars have a thing called a Jacob's ladder, which keeps all the alignment in place, and you can't really see it from the outside of the car, but it sort of keeps all the angles and so on right with the setup of the car. And yep, they aren't as stout as people would like. They don't like a sideways blow.
No, very technical, these cars to race, but certainly the guys that have been around for a very long time know how to get the maximum grip on a track like this. And people like Brennan Crouch, Joel Myers Jr., the Duff team, they're pretty good at setting up their cars. Connor Rangi's a very good peddler as well, although, is Connor there? Oh, yeah, Connor's there, the 57N car, the Dalton-sponsored machine, one of the better-looking cars around as well. So
that's beautiful.
Time to restart, folks. Stand by, and we're going to go racing.
Yeah, Jonathan Allard, the multi-time New Zealand champion and the King of California, down there turning the wrenches on the 57 car tonight. They'll just circulate one more time. Corey McQuillan in the 12 car. That's the CM decorating machine. So look, if you see any of the cars with signage that provide a service that you're needing, or you hear us mentioning our sponsors, yeah, give your discretionary dollar and so on to the good folks that support this great sport of speedway racing, and tell them where you heard their name. Rightio, here we go. 10 laps the distance. Heat number 2, sprint cars. Corey McQuillan, nice start for him. He just pinched McIntyre down ever so slightly. Matt Levisic, oh boy, he's got the elbows up very quickly in the Toyco WD-40 machine. Here comes the Sheriff, and he is going to take all the prisoners tonight in the 77 car. That is Jaden Dodge. So McQuillan leading the way. Oh, Rangi just had a little bit of a moment down there in the town bend. So it's still Corey McQuillan. The Levisic car slowing quickly. It is just not firing a decent shot tonight. So McQuillan leads the way. Dodge had a little bit of a crack on the outside. McQuillan soon closed that gap. Oh boy, he's got the elbows up. It's Corey McQuillan leading the way. That Proben 77 being driven by Jaden Dodge. He's got Joel Myers Jr. and Myers is now up into second spot. Brenham Crouch is up into fourth. He's starting to come to grips with the 75 car. Myers, he's got his nose in front, but if determination's going to get you anywhere, well, the driver of the 12 car, Corey McQuillan, he has got it by truckloads, and he's hanging on to second. Dodge still hanging on to third. Crouch in fourth. And fifth, it's Caleb Bourne. Then we go back to Jamie Duff and Connor Rangi. Big old battle going on at the back of the field. Laps counting down quickly. So it is Joel Myers Jr. What a drive from McQuillan, hanging on to that second spot. He'll have a big chunk of the crowd in behind him because it is a classic underdog story. Big move up the inside there by the sheriff, Jaden Dodge. Can't make that one stick. Crouch, he's starting to wind up the 75 car. Dodge now moves up into second. McQuillan deserves third spot at the very least, but he's got Brenham Crouch breathing down his neck. Checkered flag's going to fly. Joel Myers Jr. makes it 2 from 2. The run for the line. Dodge is going to be second. McQuillan third. Brenham Crouch fourth by a narrow margin from Jamie Duff. Then we go back to the 57 of Connor Rangi. Caleb Bourne finishes in seventh from Jacob McIntyre, Oscar Harcourt and Dylan Forsey. While the number 3 car, Matthew Levisage, ran hard the first couple of laps, then parked it. What a great drive by Joel Myers Jr. But you know what? The guy I'm so rapt for is Corey McQuillan. What a drive into third spot.
Yeah, good stuff there, Corey. But Joel Myers Jr. doing everything that we thought about when we heard the Americans were coming to town and absolutely slaughtered them. He was half a second quicker than anybody else on the track. Brenham Crouch takes out fourth, closely followed by Jamie Duff. Jaden Dodge, of course, got second.